Congratulations on the show. The reaction so far has been supremely positive. You must be delighted the fact that people seem to have taken it already.
Sure. And, and it's not my show, and I've never
Mm.
met anybody. And everything was recorded at the house here with a COVID kit, a microphone. And it's the most wonderful thing. They deliver this box, and you have a screen and your headphones, and you're talking to the Warner Brothers sound, and they're great mixers. And a director is there who I have not met in person. And it's just been kind of a phenomenon. One, and also on top of the fact that it's about a virus, basically, that causes everything, and we're in a virus, but it was never planned that way. They didn't. This all started before the COVID thing. So it's all kind of, life is every day is great. Somebody asked me, what's the best day in your life? And I would say each day my children were born, and then every day I go to work, literally working on a set. I love going with people who I never met before, of a project I've read but really don't quite get yet. It's always the same, and I'm always a last minute preparer. I'll think about things, but I won't sit down and really, really study and prepare. Rarely. There have been projects where I would write 25 pages on the character in advance, but I don't do that anymore, really. And I just always feel like the creativity of potluck is amazing. It's like cooking in the kitchen and just throwing everything that you have left without going to the store and coming up with something really good.
Yeah. And given the way you did it, did you get to see any of what they were working on, or did they kind of just give you the pieces of paper to read and you went from there? Did you get to see any of the amazing stuff in the show?
No, on the setup. And you know what a Pelican case is? It's a suitcase, a plastic suitcase, kind of industrial. It's delivered here. It's 3x3 by 1.5. You open it up. It's got the screen in there, headphones, a Neumann mic, and you're talking to Warner Brothers Sound. And they would show me the clips that I was, putting my voice to, but not much else. I literally didn't know a lot until last Friday, when everybody got to watch it.
And you were seeing it for the first time as well, in many ways. Yeah.
We binged it. It was way into the early morning when we finished.
Which is the way now. That's the way that we watch television now. We just can't stop.
Yeah. Between that and reading books on my phone at night to put myself to sleep, it's amazing how we're attached to this electronic stuff. But I don't want to do an ad for anybody. I think my new iPhone 12 phone is so refined and fantastic that I can't believe they could improve on something that was good but still had its glitches. This is amazing. And so I use it way too much, I mean, I'm not crossing streets like this yet, but close to it.
And there's a strange serendipity with the show that it's produced by Robert Downey Jr. Obviously, he was Iron Man. And I loved, I watched an interview with you about when someone asked you about, obviously, your son playing Thanos, and you said that you didn't quite understand the movie, which I thought was great, because and now you've had this kind of serendipitous, you come back to kind of the Avengers world in a strange way.
Yeah, it is funny. You can't hide anywhere. You heard that, huh? But I'm a lot of these blockbuster type of repetitious comic book things. I am not good at following. And one thing, as a director, I'm really good at telling the story and really making sure you don't lean over and say, can you tell me what's happening? And many times there's a setup in a movie where you don't want them to know, and then all of a sudden you let them know, and they go, oh yeah, oh boy, that held me for 15 minutes, But I just, because of this is my first vocal job ever, right? Because thanks to Downey's, I just got booked on a major animated film as the Heavy. So now I can go up against Thanos.
We look forward to that very much, very much. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you so much for your time. Absolute pleasure talking to you.
Okay, you too. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey,